I'm Kiara Willis, and I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I'm a mommy and a young person really for rights and equalities. I believe my senior year we were picking senior project topics, and I at the time I was going into the military, and I related with military, so I looked into the LGBT issues and the problems that were a part of being LGBT in the military. So I started there, and then at the time I met the Mobile Pride Association. Then I started talking to people, and I learned that there was actually a community, because where I'm from like a more urban area. There is no community. There are no people. You kind of just one of the boys if you're a lesbian, and one of the girls if you're like, it just kind of naturally, we just kind of fall into place. So there was never a community for me. In my senior year, I found a community. In 2014, I decided to do artificial insemination at the beginning of the year because I was in a lesbian relationship and we wanted a family. That's when I noticed the issues with like sperm banks and stuff, or like trying to get that. We don't have that here. Like, we don't have the necessary facilities for a LGBT couple to go to and acquire a family. Like, you can't even adopt down here without being looked at side-eyed. So that's where it began for me with the parenting thing. And I mean, we found somebody that was willing to help us make a family. People had their issues with it. They did say, you know, their things about it, but the further along I got, that was the heat of the marriage rights in Alabama. I was about 7 months pregnant when the whole Roy Moore shutting down the marriage license, that happened when I was pregnant too. And that was sad to see people so against something that was so common and so, like, it was a basic thing. Like, you can get married, why can't I? There were so many, even my own family. It took a minute for people to accept that I was going to have a child with two mothers. Like, people down here may be okay or becoming more comfortable with the LGBT community existing, but they're not okay with us raising children in it. They feel like we're naturally like throwing them into it. We're not giving them a chance to be normal. When I have the happiest kid I have ever seen. Kids know no difference. Kids don't know hate until you put it in them, like you instill it in them. They don't know that. That's not even a thing. They don't see color, they don't see gender, they don't, like, just stop looking at it any differently than your family. A family is a family. It's about loving and nurturing and raising and instilling values in that child, and that's what is happening in my family just as well as in yours. Like, there is no difference. Stop looking at it like it's different. Loving your neighbor is just about not being so cruel, not being so self-centered or opinionated when it comes to a different person's life. If you could just accept that that is their life and they're gonna live it the way they want to, that is loving your neighbor. Like, you don't even have to be extra with it. Like, you don't have to go shake their hand. That'd be great, but you don't have to go shake their hand. You don't have to hug them. You don't have to say hi. I think it's a mindset. I'm a tiny person with a big voice. Like, I say what I feel and I kind of grab people along. I'm not trying to stare at people's opinions or make you believe what I believe. I just feel like, you know, speak up, say what you need to say. Like, tell people how you feel. It can solve a lot of things if you just step out one time, just one time. That one small voice and that one moment can change everything for so many people.